Hello, here's a game from Foxy that finished after 62 moves. It seems white resigned after playing the move at k10, or black just lost on time. I'm not sure, but black was off to a very good start in this game, and at this stage of the game, white should cut at l15. In fact, white had this option for a long time in order to save the stones in the middle, either with a ladder like this or Atari and try to catch them on a large scale. But it's still a good game for black overall. So let's have a quick look from the beginning. We have this patient opening by black. This is favorites Fuseki of denc75. And then white plays an odd move. Well, maybe this is a misclick or just an experimental move. White usually approaches the corner at r5, at least in professional games, and then he can go all the way to r14. But playing a move like p14 doesn't really affect the top right corner, so black can even play away. But the natural move for black to protect is to play r14, so just take away white spot. Now p14 is completely floating and therefore serves for nothing in this particular Fuseki, so it's a wasted move. Anyway, black got the Shimari. This is big too. So now it's interesting for white to go down and follow up at r14 to give this p14 some meaning. But white played an approach at o4. That's a strange move too. If white wants to play something to approach or to attack this r5 corner, he should consider shoulder hit or attach at p3, pull back, and simply make a base on the bottom side at k3. But playing this kind of move doesn't really affect the corner, so black can just pincer, and now o4 is floating too. White needs to come out, then black can approach a corner, and black is going to develop faster on the bottom side. So black took a Sansan. This is big. Now here, when white invades the corner, it's a little bit overplayed. Normally white should block q15, black goes down, then white extends. But this just gives black a nice corner. So white desperately comes in, and here black decided to connect. But it's more interesting to play r16, because if white cuts, black will hane in the corner and just kill everything. Black has the option to go down and then extend. So in the corner, white can make only one eye, and the groups on the outside are safe for black. Nothing to worry about. So just block, and already white is in trouble. Now this way, white can come out, but it's still good for black. Instead of going for Atari on one stone, should simply separate. No, be like this, because p16 is weak anyway, so is p14, and white has to do something with the top right corner. So when you put pressure on the top like this, the stones in the middle are going to die naturally. Another option is to play Kema r14. So if white plays this move, you cut, and now white is in trouble again. And if he goes like this, it kind of reverts to a basic Joseki with Sansan invasion. And again, it's pretty good for black, because the stones on the outside are very strong. So playing like this, white can play, for example, a Nobi or a one space jump, even Atari. So if white plays Atari and you go out and capture one stone, white connects, and all of a sudden it's not so bad to have this corner while giving up one stone. But the problem is, on this Atari, black can counter Atari, then go down to kill the corner. So this way white goes for outside thickness, and again it's not that terrible compared to the actual game. White shouldn't save this stone, it's not important. And now black can separate, that's good. And here it's interesting to play double hane directly, because after Atari here and capture, you just capture the corner like this, like in the basic Joseki. Anyway, the outside stones are still in trouble for white. So double hane is an option, or Nobi. Because when you play the hane in the corner, white doesn't necessarily have to block. He can go Atari and save the stones on the outside. Oh, but he still blocks the corner. So there are lots of cutting points. Therefore, black should play this move, because if white captures one stone, black has double Atari and captures the corner, which is nice. Back to the double hane Joseki. And if white defends the corner like this, you can just extend, and on the push you hane, extend, build territory on the right side, and those stones in the middle are still floating. Besides, there's a co-fight in the corner if you start at s19. So if white doesn't capture this stone, the top stone to leave. Let's say white is busy trying to save the middle group like this, or push along and come out to stay safe in the middle. Black has the option to play Hane and then Atari Q19, and this call can kill the corner. Of course, you don't have to start it right away because there are not too many code threads at this stage, but later on it's a problem for white. So it's more interesting to cut on the outside. That's the way you fight here. Anyway, push through, and after this, black should Atari once in center and leave the position like this. More interesting to play here. If white tries to connect these guys, black will still separate. So there is no future for those 016 stones, even if you don't play this Atari. Well, it seems white still wants to save them. Here white should play Atari first and then connect. Now black will obviously jump out, and this is just a heavy group. White is still on the run. This way, black can no-B, and the group looks strange. That's the key point. It's not necessary to play Atari, because after the Atari, when white connects, you gotta come back. So you better play no-B, and if white plays here, you don't need to play M15. You might play this one, or a cap move, or just play away. So simply no-B. Now when white blocks here, black can actually capture the 4 stones. It looks very powerful. Even though white will play here, the position is very good for black, so black can pincer or play other moves. C16 is big too, because when white connects, black is still attacking the whole thing. So black should either connect against a double Atari or extend here. You wanna keep the attack going on those heavy stones. So hunting the head of 2 stones, that's good too, but white can ignore. Just play double Atari and capture this guy in the center to make a Ponuki and secure the group. Well, it never happened, so Hane, no-B, this is good. White makes some shape, and now it's time to connect. Yeah, very good. So white is on the run. White was supposed to jump out in the middle, but if he does this, and black extends in the top, black makes territory, and white is still somewhat on the run. So white is connecting his stones on neutral points, while black builds all over the place. Anyway, this is a little bit desperate, and doesn't really take away or threaten black in any way. Here the shape is to play a 1 space jump when black no-B, then table shape to be more flexible and jump faster into the center. This is ugly, so black can push along and then put pressure in the top. This is the kind of situation where black connects while attacking, then keep the chase going on. Atari here is still big. In fact, if you're not really sure how to attack these stones, whether it's a cap from here or came up from the left, you better leave it and start a new fight. But anyway, things are going well for black. So Sun invasion. This push is obviously threatening a cut, so the natural move is to connect, because white is still in trouble in the top and also in the middle. So if he jumps out here, you put some pressure in the top, which is painful. If he defends the top, you can still attack the center, which is again tough for white. But if you play away, white should always cut, threatening to catch the 3 stones. If you defend like this, it's a little bit ugly. And if you play the move, the shape point, he can also block in center. Well, this gives black more points in the top, but now the ladder seems to work because white has this stone. So it's going like this. Oh, it does work. Because if it doesn't, then white has to come out this way. So white went down, again like in the top, but actually he's supposed to go up or to jump. But anyway, before then, he should at least cut 1 time. Because if black plays here, white catches 3 stones and now he's safe. Anyway, white went down. This is always nice for black. So hunting the head of 2 stones, then no-B because the cut it's a problem. He defends, take away the extension, feels good. But the urgent point both for white and black is to connect here. Cap. Black really feels good about the position with these moves. Black can build more, going on the 4th line, then like this. Usually you want to answer a cap move with a Keima. But now things are going pretty well for black here. So white played a death plate forcing move. Then he just lost some stones again. I thought he would play Atari here, and then try to cover, but white really needs this cut, and the ladder works now. Either way. But black of course will not come out. Anyway, when the ladder works, it's okay to play it. So now white jumps, it doesn't really save the stones, and black double Atari. This double Atari is small, it's more like an endgame. So for black it's important to connect here. If white plays an Atari like this and then he connects the two stones against double Atari, it's still not a big deal. Overall, black is looking very good. So double Atari, then white jumps in the middle. Maybe this is a move to prepare the cut and the ladder, but actually he should already cut because it works. And after this, the game is over. So pretty good game for black, but there are always slightly better options, even in a game where you're always having the initiative. But this guy white was an overplayer from the start. I mean, this move was strange in the beginning, or no, which one it was? Maybe this one. Then also this approach, and after that it's pretty much history. Well done on this game, and better luck in going up to 1 dan.